AI today. This isn't, for me, and I see y'all got your laptops, that's awesome. This isn't me teaching you how to point and click necessarily. I'm gonna show you a lot of stuff. I'm gonna tell you how we use some things, some AI stuff in our business and as realtors. And also, hopefully turn you on to some tools you already have that you don't know you have. And some of the things we do with it. Who in here is using AI now? Anybody? Okay, a few people. Just barely or a little bit, just kidding. Who's scared of AI? Like, man, this is bad. Right? There's no judgment. There's no judgment here. I get it. I get it. Cause the Batmobile, when I was a kid, we were watching Batman and Robin had the first cell phone, right? And 20, 30 years later, we have cell phones. Well, Terminator, the movie, that was computers took over the world, right? They learned, which is interesting because ChatGPT, which we're going to talk about, probably the first product everyone knows about. Their newest model, they actually, because I am a developer too, they have just posted it has human reasoning and logic now built into it. Right? Woo, scary stuff, isn't it? So, but here's the real deal with AI. You ain't stopping it, and it's coming strong. So I'm a Google Cloud developer as well. I was at their next conference, not this year too, but last year. And I can tell you the entire conference was nothing but AI. At Google, whether you like them or not, it's up to you. They are the powerhouse in the world of the internet and technology. And there's no stopping the train, right? Yes.
Did they talk about when it will become self-aware? How
Well,
far away we are?
that's what I said, ChatGPT, just their newest model has human reasoning and logic. I don't know how they did it. Yeah, I'm scared, right? So, but what I'm letting you know is that it's not going anywhere, right? So you can jump in, use it. And for me, this class isn't like to become an AI expert, just show you how to use some things to help you as an agent be more successful in your real estate business. Because that's really what we all want. We want the easy button, right? Man, I don't want to write that stuff. I just want somebody to do it for me. So, and you already have a bunch of AI tools provided to you that you probably don't even know you have. So that's really what I want to go over. You can interrupt me at any time. Just raise your hand, whatever. Be happy to answer any questions. So I'm in ChatGPT right now. You can see I'm logged into it. And here's a question I asked it earlier this morning. I'm just going to bring it up. I just typed it in. I said, what are the top 5 ChatGPT alternatives? Pretty interesting because it tells you who its competitors are and the pros and cons, right? So you can see Claude, Microsoft Copilot, Meta AI. Meta AI is Facebook's AI. It probably drove you all crazy like it did me when they first released it. You'd search for a friend and the AI would come up. Like, turn this thing off, man. But so Meta AI, Microsoft Copilot. Google actually has Gemini, but they've been really kind, in my opinion, slow to get it out there for everyone to use on a large scale. You have Claude, you have Gord, that's Elon Musk's new AI, and all these have probably a free package, just like ChatGPT. They also have a paid version. So in ChatGPT, the free version really is probably suitable for most people. I have the $20 a month version. It really just allows me to do a lot more as far as there's a limit on how much you can do in a day when you're on the free version. But it's interesting to me that we can just go and ask it who its competitors are and give us all the pros and cons. And I actually read it to make sure it wasn't lying. Like, this is bad, this is good, because you got to wonder. So let's just talk real quick about some tools you use. Who uses RPR in here? Realtor Property Resource. It's in your MLS. Does anybody use it?
Yes.
You do, few people. So if you don't use it, you should. You just try here in Stellar. So Realtor's Property Resource, I'm going to show you this for 2 reasons, because it has some AI built into it, but you can also take some of its information and put it in ChatGPT, and it does some really amazing things. So RPR, if you don't know, Realtor's Property Resource is owned by the National Association of Realtors. That's who it is. NAR. Good or bad, whether you like them or not. But one of the cool things that they recently released is this little research button right here, and you'll notice residential market trends. And here's what I like. So I'm just gonna put in Apollo Beach. Typically, we don't update stats till the 10th, but this seems to be more real time. So here you go. Here's the market trends for Apollo Beach. Right? Sellers market. Let's see if you guys agree with this. Sellers market, 5.38 months in it, 452,000, the average price. You think that's about right?
Yeah.
So, and it shows you new listings, active, sold, and you can see the date. This is October, which is great because usually stats don't get updated till the 10th of the month. So, but here's an interesting part. Check out this little button right here, create scripts. So look what I can do, and you all have this because you're all a member of Stellar. I can create a video script. I can do a social campaign, or I can analyze the metrics. So I'm just going to do analyze metrics. So this is AI, and I did it for buyers and sellers. I could have do it for buyers, sellers, first-time home buyers. So now it wrote me this great little thing right here, which I can copy or export about the stats for Apollo Beach, which you could easily send to your customers, right? This is the kind of thing, when you see, so I see everybody just post the graphic that Stellar gives you, that's it, right? That's great, it looks good, but check it out. Another thing it'll do a social campaign for you. So look at using AI to generate your script. So this is the tool you all have, doesn't cost you a thing. So check it out, it's now written you a post, right? About those stats that you could post whenever. And I just did Apollo Beach. In here is every stat in the country, every city, every zip code, condos, single family. So you can do this for anything. It's all here for you.
Can you do neighborhood?
Yeah, you can do it. Well, here's what you can do. It'll write it right here. County, city, zip code, or neighborhood. So you can literally take this. I did Apollo Beach again. And do this same thing for anything. Right? So it'll create a video script. If you're into doing videos, anybody do videos in here? I don't. I'm not good at it. But if you do, it'll create a video script for you. This is a free, I'm showing you this because it's free. You already have it. And RPR is a great product anyway. It is. We use it for CMAs. We use it for almost everything.
What are the other tones?
Oh, so yes, you have professional, engaging, conversational, or friendly and casual. You guys can check out the different ones. Because you can say you rewrite it a million times, that costs you anything. Right? So a really great AI product that most realtors don't even know is sitting there, right? Just because this is all about separating yourself from your competitors and showing people you're a professional. And I'm high D personality, we were just talking about it. But stats, I know my stats on the areas that I'm in. I know them really well. And there's a lot of reasons I know them really well because what's the number one thing? So 5.38 months of inventory in Apollo Beach. That is a neutral market. 4 and below is seller, 6 and above is buyer. Right? That's the number of months it would take us to sell out all the listings if we didn't do one more new listing. Why do I need to know that? Because I get people, they're probably, they're still in 2021 land. Well, it's not 2021. This is a neutral market now here. And you're not going to dictate the price that you could have in 2021 or early 2022. That's why stats are important, right? So anyway, this is a free AI tool you have right here in RPR. But I do want to show you something else. So I can go right here to share. I can post it right here. I can go more. I can actually download this into a different format, PNG, PDF, whatever. And it will actually, I can then turn around and upload it in ChatGPT and it'll analyze this whole thing and really write me a great report. So I don't know if you know this, but you can upload, and that's what we're going to go into next. And I'm going to show you some great stuff. You can upload almost anything in a ChatGPT and it'll analyze it, write reports for you. So who in here, while this is downloading, who in here knows what a prompt is? You hear it all the time, your AI prompt. I hated that. Prompt. Let's just call it what it is. It's instructions. This is me telling AI what I want it to do. I always hate, why do you call it a prompt? Right? Maybe, I don't know, drove me nuts. Here's the thing though, the more that you write in your instructions, the better result you're gonna have, right? So if I just write me a Facebook post for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home in Hollow Beach. That's priced at $569. It's gonna write it, but it's gonna be a lot better if I tell it to write me a Facebook post and give it a lot more details. New roof, whatever, although I'm gonna show you a tool that you can do that for without writing anything. So, you know, the more that you write, like in this case, I wrote, please list the top 5 competitors like ChatGPT with a couple of pros and cons, and do they have a free version? It's exactly what it did. Look, everyone, pro, con, free version. But it's only because I asked it. Because if I would have just write top five competitors ChatGPT, that's all it would have done. It just give me the names. Just because I put that little extra on there. So if you haven't been to ChatGPT, it's, I think there's like, what, 4 or 5 people using it? It's chatgpt.com. Right? And then if you haven't ever used it, you'll be able to log in, free account, and you'll be able to do everything I'm doing here. Right? It'll create photos for you. Photos with text, though, usually the text doesn't look very good, just letting you know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, so remember, we asked, please analyze the data. Did I spell that right? Analyze the data in the following photo. Let's see if it can do it in a photo. It used to only do it in a PDF. Let's see. Now watch what ChatGPT is gonna tell me. Okay, no problem, upload it. Check it out. Could you please upload the photo? This is pretty amazing, right? Because remember, I exported a copy of just that first part of our PR. That's what I did. If I find it. Right here, market trends. Let's see what it does. Remember that little square box that said 5.83 months of inventory, whatever it said? Here we go. Let's see what it says. Great. This is, to me, almost mind-blowing. Check it out. Look what it's writing from that photo. 5.38 months of inventory, indicating a slight increase in supply with a 13.2% increase month over month. Generally, an inventory level of 5 to 6 months shows a balanced market. Check out what it wrote just from that one little picture. Remember, I just did that one picture. I didn't even do all that. Median days on market. It tells you, it explains it, summary. Now, okay, Tim, stats, I hate stats. They're no fun, they're boring. Yeah, but stuff like this makes you look great to your customers, right? Because you got to separate yourself, especially now. Now with the whole buyer, you know, the commission thing that went on, you have to show value proposition. If you're a listing agent, great. If you're a buyer's agent, great, but you still have to show value. And you got to be a professional, right? I'm a professional in my industry and I know what I'm doing. So knowing stats and being able to share these kind of things with your customers is really great. So here we go, we have that. So please write, for those of you, my wife, by the way, she says please and thank you to ChatGPT. I say please and thank you, that's how I was raised, but not to ChatGPT, because to me, it's still just a computer. So, but you can, and then when the computers actually take over the world, maybe they'll be nice to you, right?
I do it all the time, like, thank you.
So you do too. Yes, ma'am?
Alexa, nice.
There you go. Well, I'll show you something in a little while that's gonna blow your mind, but so up to you to say please, but how about this? Please write an email for potential real estate sellers. Oh, or you could say this, as a realtor. If you really want to be as a realtor, because that's called the what type of assistant as a realtor, and it doesn't care if it's capital. Please write an email for potential sellers using the stats above, right? And you might using the stats above, statistics above. You could say stats, it knows what you mean. I don't like typing all that stuff out, so not because I can't, because I'm lazy. Basically. So now it's going to write me an email for my sellers. Here you go. Right? And I could blast that out to all my sellers if I wanted to.
Quick question,
Yes, ma'am.
because it said dear.
Yeah, you're gonna have, you'll copy and
Have to
paste it.
Merge
Yeah, you would have to copy the text, the
into
email,
Word and then do.
or whatever, however you do email blast your customer, if you're using command, you would copy it into there and then use the contact name, you know, as the first name. But yes, you would have to merge it. Unless you're gonna do, and then you'd have to do the same down here. Look, Tim Gregory, well, that's not my name. Close, but not, and that is my team, which is interesting because I didn't tell it my team.
You said as a Realtor.
Yeah. I didn't tell it my team, but I've been using it so much, it's remembering, and it remembers my name's Tim, it doesn't remember the Gregory part. Oh, yeah, so it does, I'm very, okay, so I'll show you some things, but I don't record my video, you're recording my video and voice right now. Probably shouldn't let you, I don't care, I told you that, because the actual audience, you could easily create a bot of me now. With me, my voice, everything. No problem, right? And that's what, there's a lot of fraud that's happening. It's very easy for AI to emulate voice, everything. So, and just the fact that why did it remember all that? So, but anyway, back to the real estate. So this is one small example. So I took RPR, free product, which will write stuff for you. And I took this one little graphic, uploaded ChatGPT, and analyzed the stats for me, and then wrote an email to potential sellers. I could have told it fires everybody. And I don't know about you, you can be bored with that. Don't do with statistics, do whatever you want, but it's pretty impressive to me. My wife and I, we use Smart Plans or email blast in Command. So if I was gonna do this, I would copy that in Command. And they have what's called a merge field, so where it says, hello, what they say, hello, seller's name, that would just be contact name. It's a merge field in Command. So we just put it in, tell it to use that field for all the names. We call up all our sellers, because that's how we have them tagged, potential sellers, and then we email blast them. Depends on what software. If you're using Command, it's a little bit easier, although email's been out for about a week, if you haven't noticed. But normally not bad. Whatever product you use, MailChimp, if you use MailChimp, whatever you use. Do most people in here send bulk emails out to your customers? Not really, huh? So what's your main method of talking to people? Calling them? Hey, how you doing? Still handy to know some of this stuff, right? So I know my area. So, but just that, I mean, that's amazing to me. They can take a photo. That was a photo, it wasn't a PDF, and analyze that data. That was a photo. Think about that. You literally could export what CRM does everybody use in here? Command, Follow Up Boss. Okay, you can export your database. Now, not that I necessarily want to put it in AI, and tell it to analyze your database, and it would. Depending on how much information there, could give you a lot of information. There's a thing called, they can do it's called predictive marketing. It's been around for a little while, but AI's made a lot more. It's actually, because all of this stuff is public record, the logarithms can go out and analyze a set of data and tell you who's most likely to buy or sell in a certain area. Right? And AI's made that a lot. And depending if you have enough data, you could actually do that with your own database. And it's fairly accurate, believe it or not. The logarithm. So anyway, ChatGPT by far the leader, right? It's free to you. I just gave you a very small example of how you could use this. Let's try something else though. How about this? This was an email. Could you provide me a Facebook post using the same data? Provide me, if I could see what I'm doing.
You have your.
It doesn't matter, it knows. It'll do it.
It knows you.
Yeah, no, it knows people. Could you provide me a Facebook post using this data? And it'll do it. And with emojis, even though I'd probably do it anyway, but let's just tell it with emojis. Right? I mean, this is, to me, great stuff because, wow, thinking of selling your Apollo Beach home, blah, blah, blah. Copy, paste, throw it on Facebook. It's gonna be on your page, so you don't have to worry about branding, but if you want to put your number, it even did hashtags. So that took me all, 1 second. So I'm talking to you while we're doing this, but how long would this have all taken before AI, right? Just doing the Facebook post would have taken me forever. So listing descriptions, I'm sure you've all used it for that. There's actually some easier, better ways to do listings descriptions, but if I want, I could ask ChatGPT to write me a listing description. Can you write me a listing? But now the difference is I'm gonna have to tell it all the data. Can you write me a listing description? Anybody got a listing a listing around here? Description for the following. Hang on a second, I'm not that fast. I'm not a speed typer, I need AI for that. Okay, following address, what is it?
903
Uh-huh,
Culbreath, CULBREATH, Green,
okay,
Court.
Greens Court, where is it, Valrico?
No, Ruskin.
Ruskin, they have a culvert down here too. Okay. Now, it's gonna tell me, give me some details.
It's a 3, yeah.
Well, let's just see what it does. Because it can actually go search the web now, which you couldn't do a week ago. Let's see what it does.
Is that your description?
That is, I use it.
Oh, you use
I use
chat.
that GPT for my stuff, but I didn't know it could do all the rest of the stuff. But yeah.
Well, we could also do this.
Can you add on the end,
How about, yes, you can keep going.
Yeah.
in the voice of Donald Trump?
Okay, we're not getting political. How about in the voice of Gary Keller?
Right, not to be political, but he has a very distinct way of speaking.
Well, let's try this though. How about,
Very boisterous.
how about this? Please search the web. Please search, yes, and you can say the web and write me a listing. Because now what it's gonna do, it couldn't do this a month ago, couldn't do this when I taught that class there. That's actually gonna go out and find that listing on various web sources, and it's probably more accurate now.
So they just found a listing that Cheryl wrote.
Yeah, and it probably took her description.
I
But,
have a question.
yes, ma'am.
Just curious. You know how we fill out the MLS data entry form?
Yes, which we all hate.
Could we scan that and have Chat GPT?
That is an interesting one. I would like to try that. You probably need some more, it would need the data. It has to know, right? Unless, because it's not gonna be an active listing. But there are some ways to get that data, which I'm gonna talk about. So that's a great one. I love that. Because who likes that stupid form? No one. And no one. We all hate. And if you like it, you are a high S personality and you're probably a transaction manager or a coordinator. Admin, and nothing against you, we need those too. So pretty amazing, right? Right here, so what, let's see, I've been talking for 25 minutes, we analyzed market stats, we wrote an email for those market stats. We created a Facebook post for those market stats. We wrote a listing description. Oh, please create me a Facebook post for this listing. Please create me a Facebook post for the listing with emojis. I don't even think you have to say that, but you know, we will. I mean, I don't know about you, maybe you don't post on Facebook. You should say, create me a Twitter or an X post or TikTok, whatever. You know, I'm just using Facebook. I mean,
Can you have it make a picture?
you could, but it's gonna make a picture. It's gonna create, and it won't be the house.
Right.
One of the things that I wish it would do is bring the picture from the internet, but they'll tell you they can't. And I would imagine it's probably copyright or trademark or whatever, you know, whatever, some kind of legal stuff. What, can you bring a picture?
On her question, could she take a picture
Absolutely.
from her listing?
Oh, yeah,
and put it at the end?
Yeah, let's just say, let's do this. I'll have a picture up. Can you upload a picture? Can you place the following picture in a post? Can you place the following? I don't have a picture of that, but I have one I can use. Place the following picture in the post. Let's see what it says. Just ask it. Oh, currently I cannot direct post images to, oh, it thinks I want it to post to Facebook, right? But so it's saying, you know, basically paste it, you know, put it in the middle.
Since she gave that specific address and she has already written a listing. You grabbed it copyright laws involved here, so should we be?
No, cause it's out there. It's, her listing's all over.
But it doesn't matter that we're copying.
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna show you, there's actually a property database, I'm gonna show you, I brought it before we end, that you can put an address in, it'll write the whole listing description, cause it pulls all the details. No, it's gonna pull all the details from, I mean, if you're doing another agent's listing, they'll complain about anything, so. But I can tell you right now, spend all the money you want advertising any of my listings. Feel free to use the pictures and the, and the provided description. It's a great question though. And listen, he brings up a really good point, copyright, trademark. It is going to get, there's gonna be a lot of legal stuff on all this, there's no doubt, because it's just crazy right now. You have to understand, AI, it's basically a year old, it's in its infancy, it's brand new. Let me tell you what Google said at their conference. They said that AI is going to change the world as much as the invention of the automobile. And I believe they're right, right? And when Google is saying these things, they're a major player, right? So it is just gonna keep coming more and more and more, right? But what's gonna happen? Lawsuits, federal regulations, in time, it will also, enjoy it now, because you might be right, soon it'll be like, no, can't do it, copyright, right? So it's gonna come. So look at what we've done just in ChatGPT. Very simple. You don't have to do anything. You can just get a free account and start talking to it. It won't bite you, promise. So there's just so much you can do in that little bit of time. Look what we've done. All that. It would take me hours to write all that on my own. I'm terrible about doing those kind of things. I don't even like, my wife's a writer, so she's really good at it. I have her proofread what ChatGPT writes.
Someone that's terrified of this, they won't even put it on their computer because they're afraid like it will take information from them. Is that even possible?
Well, I'm in the web-based version of ChatGPT. I just went to there is a desktop version they just released, but you did notice it knew my real estate team name, and I didn't tell it. But I've also been using it for over a year, so it does remember your conversation.
But it doesn't have access to your.
Now, it doesn't have access to anything you don't give it. And I don't give it sometimes things because I don't want that out there, right? Because, so what these databases are, they're called large language models. I mean, you're talking about ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, hundreds of billions of data points in these databases. And they just continue to suck in data. That's what they're doing. And there's been some lawsuits between major companies, hey, you're using our data, we didn't give you permission, well, it's out there on the web, yeah, but it's copyright. So that's all the kind of stuff that's gonna go on, right? For you as realtors though, just this basic, simple functionality, real easy stuff, right? And maybe I just wanna write a one-off email to my listing, who I am going to fire my customer, because they're a big, I could do that. Please. Right, and you can put in names, but I won't. Please write me an email. Oh, let's start. As a realtor, please write me. Or maybe let's be nicer. Let's write me an email. If you had the numbers, like you knew what a house was worth and you knew what your customer was listing at, you could say, please write me an email to address my customer about overpricing their listing. Please write an email to my customer. We won't even put in numbers. Let's just see who does. About properly pricing their home for sale. Properly, let's spell it right. It would know anyway. That's what I love. It's not even sensitive. Properly pricing their home for sale. Let's see what it does. We didn't give it any information because these are, and even if you've written it, just upload it into here and it'll correct all your spelling errors, make your grammar complete, make it sound better. Oh, I hope this message finds you well. As we prepare to bring your product, I wanted to discuss one of the most critical factors in achieving, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just going through it. Setting the right price is essential for attracting qualified buyers. That's true, right? Very true. Like my listing presentation has the NAR graph. You overpriced by 5%, here's how many buyers you leave. If you overpriced by 10%, here's how many you lose. Very important. blah, blah, blah. Now, if I gave it addresses and dollars and cents, like, hey, they're wanting to, if I went into detail, my customer wants to list it at 500, but the comparative market analysis shows it's only worth 450, it would do all that too. It'll take it all into account, write it. So it's all, I mean, just doing that little thing, though, because that's a difficult conversation to have last time, right? So stuff like that, very easy. I'm using Chat GPT. You can use Claude, Microsoft Copilot, whatever. I found Chat GPT to be, they were the first ones in the game. They did it right. Okay, so this is just using that, right? Simple stuff. Let me ask everybody here, I just want to get, what is a use for AI that you would really find valuable? Anybody? So you probably know, you see it on Facebook, they have bots that will call your customer. You know that? And that bot can even have your voice, that's what I said. By simply recording a couple sentences, then it will have your voice.
If
So,
the customer tries to talk to you then.
oh, it's pretty lifelike, but I wouldn't do myself, that's not me, I wanna talk to my customer. I'm not gonna do that, it's more for mass calling, internet leads, just showing you where it's coming. So,
Tell me who's behind on their payments.
now that's an easy one. This one can't, but there are that can, right? There's realtor specific applications, I'm gonna talk about that, where you can get those kind of lists. And you can find that anyway, though. You can find that like in Remine, a lot of your MLS tools are already there, and they're all integrating AI now. Where instead of me having to point and click and circle a zip code, say, oh, I wanna see people that are past due on the payments or list pendant's been filed on, you're gonna be able to just tell the AI in Remine, hey, give me all the people that had a list pendants filed against them in the last 3 months, in this zip code, and it will. They probably are, as I've checked Remine lately, they're all, if you notice, you get emails, oh, we got an AI, right? So, pretty interesting. Let's do something, just so I can show you, on the little basic stuff I've showed you, has anybody got, what would you like to know how to do? What would be most valuable to your real estate business? I just showed you a few things right there.
At least generation.
Lead generation, that's interesting. So, lead generation, you're gonna run a Facebook ad or Google ad or whatever, or you're gonna buy Zillow leads. Can ChatGPT go and do that for you? Well, it could certainly have a Facebook ad or an ad that you could place, but you still need a platform to run the ad. There's products coming that are gonna have that integration. I use Command to generate leads. I do it about, and believe me, there's plenty of bad stuff in Command, there's plenty of good stuff like all software. But one thing I do is generate really cheap leads through Command using Facebook. If you don't know how to do that, Buff will do it for you, or teach you how to do it, so.
Teach you like how to do an event. I used it just because I didn't know how to do an event. I would, if you don't know what you don't know, so I put in there like, tell me how to do this event or teach this class, and it told me everything to touch on and.
Yes, and that's a great one. I had it in here somewhere. So when I taught the mega agent panel that Mandy and I were talking at, I asked it, give me a 45-minute event, training of a whole outline for teaching AI to a group of realtors, and it gave me an entire outline.
Yeah, because you only had like 2 days notice, right? Or
Yeah,
something.
they called me like the day before because somebody had bailed out, yeah.
So you took-
And I didn't go step by step with, I can show you, this is all my history, by the way, it saves your history. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, we're also gonna jump into Command for a minute. There's maybe a few of you that don't know you have AI in Command now. Not only do you have it in the ad platform, when you write an ad, when you do a Facebook ad in Command, it will actually write that ad for you. You have it right here. It's called KWIQ.
Where'd you find it?
It's right down here. It's only on the homepage, little icon right down here in the corner. KWIQ, for those of you who don't know, won the Inman of the Technology of the Year award. And here's what's great. How do I run a Facebook ad in Command? How do I run a Facebook ad in Command? And it's gonna go out, it's gonna come up in a second with the step-by-step to do that. You have AI in command, you don't even know it.
Can I say something on that? One of the things I love about KWIQ is it's pulling from Keller Williams resources,
Yep.
like the MREA and the One Thing and Shift and command
Yep.
instructions. So if you were to type in, how do I hold a high-level open house? Or
Yep.
what should be
It'll
included?
go out to the open house playbook.
It's gonna go to those playbooks and give you Keller Williams proven.
We'll do that one. That's a great point. So here it is. It's telling you that. So how do I run an open house? Oh, I'll just say, run an open house. This is exactly what Buff was talking about. I mean, so you have AI right in command. Most of you probably didn't even know that, because they didn't do a good job of putting it out there. I'm telling you. So there you go. Here it is. Choose the right property. Well, yeah. Unless it's really priced great for what it is. You know, everything's a great property if it's priced right, right? But set the date and time, of course. Create marketing, blah, blah, blah. So it's going through. This is all right in command. So AI is everywhere. Another free tool for you. And that's a great one. I love that. This is one. I got a curious one. Explain the economic model, MREA. Let's see what it says. I can explain it for you, but I want to see what it says. It should. It's Gary Keller's book, right? MREA. And by the way, it is a great tool. There you go. I mean, oh, I can't read all that. It's too fast. Well, it doesn't matter because it saves all your history, every chat, just like ChatGPT. So there you go. Or, how about this? Let me do a separate chat since I'm getting them. How do I do a buyer's consultation? Because a lot of people don't know how to do a proper buyer's consultation because you didn't have to. Or many years, right? And when I got my license, you had to. So there you go. Step by step. Right in command. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not going to read it all to you. But certainly a guideline to tell you got from the next student manual, value squared facilitator, and your first home email.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
Based on what you've just done,
Mhm.
could you say how to create listing presentation for 123 Main Street?
Yeah, it won't create it for you, but it'll tell you how.
Okay.
Yes, now in designs, you have 5 listing presentations all there that you can modify for your, that'd be a great one to do though. They should do that. I love that. Create me a listing presentation for this property. That'd be awesome. But that would be pretty simple to do because there's 5 of them already pre-done for you in designs.
Chat.
ChatGPT, so yes, it would try, but there is better AI programs for doing presentations. And you could actually just Google AI to do a PowerPoint presentation, say. There's specific programs that are really good. They'll create all the slides for you and everything. Yeah, there's several of them, so I'm not gonna tell you which one's best, because that's just Google. Create a PowerPoint presentation, via using AI, and it'll come up with 15 different companies, and they work.
Will KW do that?
Not yet, but I think it should. It would be great. I would love to see that. That's why I said, it's a great idea. But I'm gonna show you some tools in a minute. That'd be really great. Just to break, so I love that, and that was great, Buff, that you brought up that whole thing. I mean, those playbooks, if you don't know, they're all under Connect right here, not the old KW Connect. They're awesome. Like there's an open house one. There's a bunch of different ones. They tell you it's best practices, and they're really well written. But here you go if you want to read it. And that's almost too small for me. I have to do full screen. Copy it, paste it where I can blow it up. But yeah, so pretty good stuff, right? So I mean, lead generation, you can actually have a bot call your leads. Would I do that? No. You can have call it in your voice. There's companies doing all these different specialty products now, right? So ChatGPT for free, it'll do a lot. But let's just do what you just asked it. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Could you create a listing presentation? As a realtor. As a realtor, remember, because you have to tell it what kind of assistant it's being. Right? As a realtor. So think like a realtor. That's what I'm telling you. Please create a listing presentation for, what was the address of your listing again?
903.
Oh, sorry.
That one's already listed.
Yeah,
So would it still give you a listing presentation?
we'll see, I don't know. It's probably gonna wanna know the details. Hers, we can tell. With that one, so here's the difference. This is a great question. With yours, we could say, please search the web, get all the details for this address, then as a realtor, write me a listing presentation. Cause that's all out there, you can find it, right? But I still don't know what it'll do. Let's actually try that. Please, actually, let's go back to where we were. Well, no, let's see, where, it was right here, 903. So can you write me a listing presentation as a realtor? Ed already knows it because we said, can you write me a listing presentation for this address? Or can you create, let's see what it says, can you create a listing presentation for this address, for this listing? Let's see what it says. It's probably gonna say, no, I can't do, but let's see. I can help you create a comprehensive, visually appealing listing present. Okay, so it's telling you. Right, but I gotta go out. It's giving you the sections, right? It's not creating the slides for you.
And you see
This
it's
is half the
taking
battle.
that.
Right, I can't get my ideas.
Exactly. It's a lot about, it will give you ideas anyway, but there is programs that would literally create the thing for you, but you'd have to give it all the information. But look, this is a great, let's just talk about this as a listing, cover slide, of course. Introduction, introducing yourself, pretty standard. Key features of the home, definitely. Community amenities, local area, comparative market analysis, so price. That's what I talk about, price. We show comparative market analysis and we talk about price. Marketing strategy. So all in all, contact, it's pretty good. Let me know if you'd like me to create slides or a specific element. Oh. Let's see what it says. Can you create a cover slide for the cover slide for me? Can you create the cover slide? I just want to see if it'll do it. And it still thinks I'm Tim Gregory. And I'm gonna tell you why that in a minute. Can you create?
What's your middle name?
No. But good guess, but not. You'll be surprised. Can you create the cover slide for me?
No, you don't have to ask it a question, you could just say create.
You could, but you know that, I want to see what it says, so I'm questioning it. I'll create, see, let me proceed, let's see what it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Thing is, I found anything that's graphically the text, they still don't have text right in pictures. You know, where the ones that are actually doing like full-blown presentations with AI, okay, that's not bad, that's a decent, Tim Gregory. Tim Gregory, please correct my name. Correct my name. I'll tell you why that is in a minute too, Tim Murray. And let's see, let's do this, Tim Murray. Oh, well, I don't have to correct my capitalization, it'll do it automatically for me, even if I had errors or whatever. But I will, and add my, I don't know if I want to give it my phone number, add the phone number of let's see, what is your number? 813-641-8200. I don't want to have my phone number. You gotta call Mandy now. Mandy, what's your cell phone? You'll be digitally stalked by Chat GPT. And look, I didn't even have a space between there, but it'll probably do it. Well, maybe not. Forget you. So, you're like, what's going on? So just like all software, AI has issues. As the internet goes down, somebody ran in the wrong pole, fiber optic cables, it'll just stop. On occasion it does. The other thing I do want to caution you on AI is it has hallucinations. It's actually a real thing. They've been trying to eliminate it, and I'll give you an example. So I have a product that will automatically create a newsletter for you. And one section, we can customize, I'm gonna show it to you. And I said, give me some fun facts on Brandon, Florida. And it went into this whole thing about how the lead guitar player from Metallica was from Brandon, Florida. Never even lived in Florida. That's called AI hallucination. So whenever you do this stuff, you need to read it. So don't, I love the ease of just doing it, but actually read it. Well, there you go. It isn't a graphic slide, but it's pretty good. Right? Save you some time, for sure. Let's do this. Please create the rest of the slides. Now, it's probably gonna ask me about price and stuff. Please create the rest of the presentation slides. Now, it's probably, that's why I said, I don't really, well, actually, it can go to the internet and get it, because it already did. Rest of the, I'm not even gonna spell it right. I'm just gonna let it go. It knows what I want. I'll design the remaining slides based on the outline focus on, wow. I can tell you this, couldn't do this a couple months ago either. It would have told you it doesn't have the ability. So that's how fast changing this is. But look, it's all cool and it's really amazing, but it's about making your business more efficient. That's what it is for me.
I'm assuming it's now self-learning.
Everything you're telling it, that's how it knew my name, but,
But what I mean, when you say that's how fast it's changing, I assume that's because more stuff keeps getting plugged in there and it's just grabbing it and learning it.
yep, for sure. So here are the slides. But, you know, these are just, notice there's no graphics, right?
But each slide has a download button on it.
Yeah, it does right here. Yeah.
Start,
It's a real good start,
Yeah.
right? Right, and I can go here, you can do different models. By the way, if you wonder what these models are, great for most tasks. Look, none of my other models are available right now. They have different models that do different things, like DALL-E, DALLE, that's really their photo. That's really the best one they have for photos, but it's still, like I said, if it has text, it doesn't. If there's text in the photo, it usually doesn't get it right. Or the letters look really weird. So real quick, I'm gonna go to ChatGPT on my phone so I can really scare you guys, into not wanting to use AI. And we're gonna, because I can only do this on my phone, it's not available on desktop. Gonna try not to, you know, because the speakers and everything, but here you go. I just want to show you what's happening. This is where it got G.
Hey there, Tim. How's it going?
Oh, real good, GP. I'm teaching a class about AI to about 30 Keller Williams agents in Apollo Beach, Florida. Can you say hello?
Hello, Keller Williams agents. This is ChatGPT, here to bring some AI magic to your real estate game.
Oh, my.
Looking forward to a great session with Tim.
Wow.
That's Murray.
So, yeah, by the way, remember you're Gregory Paul. I renamed you GP.
Got it, GP. I'm officially GP here on out.
Oh,
Let's rock that class. Anybody have any questions for GP?
Oh,
Questions? I'm here to help with all things AI and real estate. Let's make this class unforgettable.
How about repeating that in Greek with a Greek accent?
Ετοιμαστείτε για ερωτήσεις. Είμαι εδώ για να βοηθήσω σε οτιδήποτε αφορά την τεχνητή νοημοσύνη και την ακίνητη περιουσία. Ας κάνουμε αυτό το μάθημα αξέχαστο.
Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστώ, Tim.
Yes, thank you.
Glad
Okay,
you enjoyed.
thank
See
you.
you. Take care, Tim.
take care.
So that's AI.
say hi to the
I
kids.
had a friend get a phone call. Actually, my sister-in-law got a phone call and was talking to it, and it was a computer.
So
She didn't know.
this speaks every language, every dialect. I can have it in female, male, whatever.
So if you have a client that's, I don't speak Spanish.
Certainly,
I can pull up
definitely.
GPT, I can have it.
You have to have the paid version, the $20 a month to have the voicemail, but pretty impressive, right? So I was sitting after the hurricane, Milton, on my back porch after chainsawing 2 big oak trees up, working my butt off for 2 days. I went, oh, I can't believe I can still do this. I actually can do it. And I'm serious, so I show my father-in-law. I go, hey, GP, we're just sitting here on the back porch, you know, after the hurricane. Well, how'd you fare during the hurricane? Because I said, oh, well, you're 2 80-foot oak, blah, blah, blah. Oh, great. So what you got planned? Oh, we're just sitting out here having a beer. Really, what brand are you having? I go, oh, it's actually a Budweiser. Ah, classic. Right?
Wow.
Pretty amazing stuff, right? But yes, you could do exactly that. I have a Spanish speaking customer. You could sit there, there's a translator for you, right? And that's actually Chat GPT. It's just not on the desktop, the web version. It's only on phone.
Well, could you tell it to sound like Denzel Washington?
Probably. I asked it to sound like a true New Yorker from the Bronx one time and it did it, so I would imagine. I don't know. It might get into some copyright. We could certainly ask and find out. I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of where AI is going. Okay, so any questions on that? And then I'm gonna show you a real estate related product, just for you guys, that you might find. It's an AI assisted app. So it's not stealing your information, it's not doing all that stuff. But do you have questions on what I've shown you so far? If that doesn't get your mind going, it got my mind going. I'm like, ooh, that's Terminator, right?
Yeah.
He'll laugh with you, he'll joke with you. Oh, yeah, I asked him to tell me a joke. He goes, why did the scarecrow get a medal? Because he was outstanding in his field. So, I mean, literally, I drive to Cocoa Beach quite a bit from over in that area, and I'm still involved in the market center. I put this on Bluetooth. So I called up GP one day, hey, what's going on? I'm sitting in traffic on I-4. Bumper to bumper. He goes, the classic traffic jam. I go, yeah, I don't get it, because there is no wreck or anything. Haines City before Orlando. I go, it's just people. He goes, yeah, well, some people are Sunday drivers 7 days a week. So pretty interesting. Okay, so have I shown you anything useful yet? Okay, that's all free. You don't have to do anything. Simple stuff. I also have a software company. I'm going to show you an app that we have for agents. There's a 30-day trial if you want. That's part of my deal. Man, I come teach class, I get to. If you want it, it's $14.95 a month, but let me show it to you because we wrote it specifically for realtors, what we wanted as a realtor, right? And our app is actually called Chat REA. So if you don't know what Chat REA is, real estate agent. And I'm gonna tell you how to get there and give you a QR code, but I just want to show you what we do. And our app actually runs over Telegram. If you don't know what Telegram is very similar to any other messenger, and it runs over Facebook Messenger. You don't even have to download an app, or you can run it like I'm doing on the web through Telegram. But this is our app, and you'll see what we have in here. So we're gonna do newsletter first. So if I want to create a newsletter branded by me, and I'm going to do Apollo Beach, and this is going to use current, if I can spell Apollo Beach right, Apollo Beach. So, hey, I ought to put in with 2 L's and not 3, right? It would do it anyway. So then it's going to give me a choice. I'm going to do the red on red, which I already have my logo and headshot in here. Would you like to create a flex? That's like, give me fun facts about Brandon Ford, but I'm not. I'm just going to do the default. And it's going to go out and create this newsletter. It's going to take about a minute because it does a lot. And just for time's sake, I'll just show you one that I created right before I got here. And the other one come in my email. So this is the newsletter it created for me. Got the market stats, got the home appraisal process, a market report, home ownership branded by me and my wife. And that the new one will come in just a second. I can do that for any city, any county. And there's a bunch of different ones. So did AI create a lot of this? Yes, but not all of it. So that's one thing. Listing descriptions. Remember I told you? What's your address again? Now this isn't gonna go on the web. What is it again?
903
903.
Culbreath. CULBREATH.
Well, I could have copied it from Chat GPT. Greens Court, and that's Ruskin, Florida. So now you guys were asking me, can it do this? Well, let's say that it was an active listing. Oh, well, actually, I have it. So you see here, my bad, I'll copy it. We have by address. It doesn't matter if this is listed or not. it's gonna go out to the property database and get the information and write the listing description for it. So it's not going to the web. It's not looking at your listing. So it takes a second, it's gonna go out, find it all, it's gonna write that listing description for me and email it to me.
Yeah, circle, or,
Oh, well, it'll probably get it right, we'll see. I
So
put
it's
circle.
not, it's not really picky like MLS.
No, it's not gonna be like MLS. And it'll go ahead and send it, so we've sent the description to your email. Cause it's large, so let's go right here. Here's my listing description. Based on our property database. I don't know it. Situated on a lot spanning 0.13 acres. Property features a well-maintained single-family home with open floor plan, is it? Okay. Home boasts 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage, providing ample. So you see, in our product, you just put the address in. It doesn't matter if property is listed or not. It's just going to get all that information.
Where is it pulled from? Back.
We have a property database, that national property database we're connected to, which is, I'm gonna tell you a quick story, and I know my son lives in his grandfather's house. When his grandfather died, he bought the house. Right, so he lives where his grandfather's house is now. I've been in that house many, many years. Never had a fireplace ever. It's in Florida over Merritt Island. So I'm heading over to see my grandkids, Merritt Island, and just out of curiosity, write me a listing description with the address. And it comes up, 4-bedroom, blah, blah, blah. A great fireplace for nights, cold with, Florida nights. I'm like, okay, I'm telling my wife, this is not accurate. Doesn't have a fireplace. Then I get over there, I walk in the door, there's a fireplace. I go, and it's one of those built-in ones. I go, where'd you get that? He goes, well, we ordered it on Amazon like 2 to 3 months ago. I had to build it into the wall and stuff, but it's made, it's like, yeah.
Did he pull a permit?
No, I didn't have to pull a permit. I'm like, holy crap, this stuff knows what you ordered on Amazon.
No way.
I'm telling you what happened. I don't know how it knew it. It blew my mind. Yeah, so here we go. This does not have to be an active listing. Now I want to do a social media post. I do a social media, let's change it to court. It's court, right?
Yeah.
So now I want to do a social media post. This will take a minute and we'll just do, I don't know, you can do open house, standard, just listed. I'll just do standard. I don't know what the status is. And I'm gonna do it on Facebook. Now, this does take a little bit because it's actually going out, it's finding all the information, blah, blah, blah. And when it's done, it's gonna upload it here and then I can just copy and paste to Facebook. It's also going to email it to me. So the thing about, and I'm just showing you this, I'm gonna show you a lot more, but what we've done here in our app is try to make it where you can just use an address to create anything. Like, if I want to do an accurate listing description in ChatGPT, well, great, if it's already listed like hers, it's gonna go out and find it on the internet. But guess what? I'm doing listing description before it's listed. Then it usually has trouble. But so usually those AI wants you to put in how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, all that kind of stuff. Well, we made it where it's just taking the address that it's going to give you all that from, because there's a national property database. And by the way, you're all in it. You're all in it if you own a house. I can see when you got your mortgage, how much you owe on it, if you're late on your payments. Scary. But really cool, and I'll tell you why. I'm gonna give you a tip. My wife will kill me. She hates when I teach classes, because I would give away her secret real estate tips. But this one most people don't do, so I'll give it to you. We handwrite letters to about 250 sellers every month. We don't handwrite the letter, it's a typed letter, different letters. My wife was a writer, so she has 3 years worth of them. We have a list of potential sellers that we got through various sources. She'll sign the letter, we will, but she hand addresses the envelopes. Then, yeah, but I can't buy stamps anymore, because I would just go buy the American flag stamp. I didn't know they had 50 types of stamps down there, Bugs Bunny, Purple Heart. They got all sorts of stamps, post office, I didn't know. Well, here's what she does. She has a list. And she calls it, so she makes sure they didn't just buy the home. She has her criteria, right, of who she wants on her mailing list. Can't have bought the home in the last year. But one thing we get it from the property, or you can get it from RPR. Type of loan, VA. So guess what? Those VA ones, they get a handwritten envelope with a Purple Heart stamp on it. Now, I'm a veteran, right? I got a handwritten envelope with a Purple Heart stamp on it, I'll probably open it that, right? Of course, she does Bugs Bunny and all sorts of stuff. I will literally get calls now, oh, I love the stamps you put on your envelope. I mean, that's what they're calling to tell me. I go, okay, great. Well, listen, you thinking about listing your house? No, I just want to call and tell you your stamps are awesome. But when we're ready, we'll definitely call you. So you're in heaven's waiting room, people. I'm one of them. You know, that's Florida, heaven's waiting room. So we do text, email, phone, and direct mail for our sellers. So we use AI for a lot of that, right? So guess what? Here it is. Price improvement alert. Did you just have a price reduction?
Wow.
So this is the post. I just asked it to write a post. Look what it's written. I mean, pretty much covers it all. You can tell me bonus even. All this pretty accurate information. So that's our product, you know, I'm just showing you the features. Takes a second, but now I have that here, or I have it here in my email where I can just go ahead, copy, paste, because maybe something's wrong, or maybe you want to add your name, whatever. So pretty cool, huh? So that's our listing. Other marketing material. This system will also create all these things for you. So let's do a market stats graphic, because I post those on Facebook. I'm gonna do a graphic. Here you go. I'm gonna do Valrico. So we're gonna do professional. We have probably 50 themes in here. I'll do professional and I'll do, I don't know, giant key. This is my Facebook post. So now what it's doing is he's gonna create a graphic for me using Valrico stats for Facebook, and it's gonna upload it here and email it to me. And I can just copy and paste it right on Facebook.
So you branded this too, so you upload your information and your picture.
Yes. We when you join up, I spelled Valrico wrong. I couldn't find it. It didn't know. Let's try that again. Yes, you upload your photo and upload your information. We have display fields, so you could actually have different displays than your account name.
Can you do that with ChatGPT too?
No.
No.
It can't do all this. That's why we have. First off, I will tell you this, the newsletter creator, nobody else in the country has it. As far as I know, our software is the only one that has it.
I have a question about your newsletter creator.
Uh-huh.
You created a newsletter and it was a one pager.
Yep.
Can you tell it you want to use 11 by 17 and make it a folded half forward?
No, but that's a
pages?
great idea. I love that. It's an 8.5. It's just a PDF or PNG. Yes, it's 8.5 by 11. That's a great idea, though. I love it.
I do that.
It's interesting. I love
by
it.
hand, and it's a lot.
Something we could easily put in there. I love it. So, Keller Williams, South Shores, like suburban Tampa, slow internet. Just kidding. Let's see. I'll just go here. You can see there's the graphic it just created for me, branded by me, courtesy of Keller Williams.
Wow.
So that's another feature. We have about 50 graphics in here under the other marketing. Or there's so much in here because each category has a bio creator, call to action.
TikTok video book.
Yeah,
To hook them.
well, it's kind of like the headline of the video. So this is all part of the product. Then, of course, we have market stats real time, which you go, oh, well, Tim, I can go to RPR and do that for free. Yeah, you can, but I can do this on my phone. Oh, I did a listing description, my bad. Let me get out of there. You know, I like to go quick and easy, so market stats. So I can go, I want Apollo Beach market stats. Now, we just did this, right? We did this in RPR and we did it with Apollo Beach City, Apollo Beach. So now what's gonna do, I do this on my phone all the time. So now it's gonna come up with the basic stats for Apollo Beach. Right? It's gonna pop up, here's what it is. Then it's gonna ask me, hey, do you wanna write a report on that? And so what we've done here is we've just taken away you having to say, as a realtor, right, this stuff. Plus, like the forms in the newsletter, that doesn't exist anywhere else. So there's our stats, right? Oh, would you like a report emailed to you? Yes. Oh, for who? Buyers, sellers? I'm gonna do it for sellers. Why? Because how you present a report might be different for sellers and buyers, right? Might as well just get- So now it's emailed me, the report. It'll come in a second and we'll have that report and we can do whatever we want with it. By the way, I love that. I want to show it to you in a minute. So we have complete market set, property details. Here we go. Anybody want to give up their home address?
I do.
Okay, what is it?
6530
Oh, Mandy came to the 6530
Harrington Sky Drive.
Carrington, just let me know about open stuff. Carrington Sky, is Carrington spelled right? It's a, and where is that?
Apollo.
Palm Beach? Oh,
The only reason I jumped at it is because I've seen, different, like,
let's see.
I've seen different websites say different. for-
Oh, I must not
know.
typed it right. What information, let me just, oh, property, oh yeah, here it is. So these are all the things we have on it. Property details, tax information, owner information, list, audit, so let's just go property details. And I can get a report, you see number 6. Are these details correct? 3,048 heated, garage, single story, central air, pool unknown, you got a pool?
No.
Okay, 2006 built. So what else do we want? We're gonna get all, you sure you want me to show all your information?
No.
Tax information, 682, you pay too much taxes. Assessed value 269, that's just assessed value, probably a little on the low side, be glad, owner, I won't put owner information, how's that?
Okay, everybody knows me.
But yeah, it won't have anything, we took away most of the stuff that would be,
Property report, is that something?
yeah, I'm gonna do that, so is owner information right? Okay, lot information we already know this. That's probably all, this one I love, because I use the legal description when I'm writing my agreements. Gives it to me easily, I don't have to go to tax assessor. Last sale, ooh, Mandy, let's see, this is right. 360, you got a deal. In 2021 for a 5.3, you made money. Jeez. And last, we'll do property report. Remember, this is all in the same product, our product, and it all costs a whopping $14 a month. Property AVM, let's see. AVM, now you can do rental, you can get the rental, or you can get the AVM. Remember, AVMs are just like Zillow estimates. I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
where are they gonna pull that ATM?
it has its own formula. I'm just going back to getting your address so that I type it again. Cause I'm lazy, basically. I tell my wife that. She goes, no, you aren't. I go, yes, I am. I'm an expert at wasting time. Let's see what this says your house is worth. AVMs are AVMs, right? Oh, 552 with a low range of 495, a high range of 600. Is that about right? 552, you paid 360, you're buying lunch. And then you can have it email you a comps report, which we'll go see in a minute after it emails it. While we're going, look,
Yes.
here's our market report we asked it to write on those stats. Here's the property report we asked it to write on Mandy's property. Ooh, assessed value, blah, blah, blah. Right? And here's the comp report on Mandy's property. It's got 6 comps in it. And
You
so,
know, those properties are pulling from, Waterset and we're in Covington, so,
who and what it thinks is the closest. This one's 98% relevant.
right.
This one's 97%. It's AVM. Okay, this is a prop. Now, we're almost done showing you this. This is one that I'm very proud of. This is another thing we have, no one else has. Newsletter generator, because other people have market stats on. Forms, so guess what? Tim's driving, now we only have 4 in there right now, we're adding a bunch more. Tim's driving down the road and he needs an addendum to a contract. I have my Bluetooth on. Alls I do is, I could tell it number 1 using voice, but I'm typing here. I need an addendum to contract. Great, what's the seller's name? Oop. Well, if I spelled it right, it doesn't matter, I'll get it right anyway. Joe Smith. This is addendum to a contract, right? I'm gonna use Mandy's address, doesn't matter, it's not going anywhere. And she's already in here now. And what are the terms? Extend closing, what's the date today? Let's know until November, this probably, you could use the other form, but just to give you an example. All other terms, November 24, 2024?
29,
94.
the long extensions.
Wait, November 24th. Oh, 29. Well, hey, man, I need some time. All of the terms remain the same. So now what this is gonna do, it's gonna go out, oh, what's the date of the contract? You can leave it blank if you don't know, but we'll say it was 10/01. And I do this talking as I'm going down the road. I do know, I'm real good with numbers, so I remember that kind of stuff. My wife would be, I have no idea. I have to look at it, but that's fine. So now what it's gonna do is it's actually gonna create the Florida Realtor form. It's going to send it to me here in my email, all completed. That's how I
Do
do
you
it.
have BBA yet on your form?
No, we're doing all that, but we get, we've been waiting for them because they've been changing and releasing some of the new ones.
That's
The
what I
cool
always-
part is though, who uses DocuSign, who uses Loop in here? Who's DocuSign? Almost everyone. If you don't know it, DocuSign, and if you use the Gmail app on your phone, DocuSign's fully integrated. So what's gonna happen is, there's this form, look. It just completed it for me. There's my addendum to contract. Yeah, oh, it didn't correct my name, it should have. Normally it would, the capitals. I wanted to test it, it should have done that. But here's the cool part, I can now get hit on DocuSign on my phone and send it for e-sign right there, or if they're standing next to me, they can actually sign it on my phone with their finger. So, right, good stuff, the forms, and we're adding a bunch of other, right now we only have these 4 forms. This is one we use all the time, though, buyers walk through re-inspection, inspection, because people need to sign, it's the day of closing. And you're always inevitably end up getting it, trying to get it after closing, right? Agent advice, so here you go, this is a great one. Let me go here, agent advice, what are the new Florida Realtors forms? I'm just coming up with stuff to ask it. And now it's gonna go out, it's gonna find all. Going to Florida Realtors, gonna give you all their newest forms, tell you what they are and everything. So agent advice, everything. So this is our product. It does a lot more. Oh, we have a brokerage section. We haven't got South Shore in here yet. I was just talking to Mandy about that. There you go. There's all the new forms. New forms include prospective buyer, that's true, modify, blah, blah, blah. Yep, there they are, compensation agreement, or more importantly, does the inspection time frame? I don't spell inspection right. This is one I used to get all the time from people. Inspection time frame on an as is, and you guys should know that, on an as is contract. Include weekends in the day count, include weekends in the day count. That's kind of confusing the way I wrote it, but let's see. In the days counted, right? Does it include weekends? Does it not?
Yes.
Well, let's see. Let's see. He's right that it does include the days, but if it lands on a Saturday or Sunday, it actually extends to the following Monday at 5 p.m. It does count the days, and that's what that tells you. The inspection period for as contract typically includes weekends in the day count, unless specifically stated other blah, blah, blah. There you go, so. This is our product, if we get South Shore in here, I just started talking to Mandy about it, this is a brokerage section, so like if I need. A W-9 from Keller Williams Tampa, I just go here, send me the W-9, it's gonna upload it here for me, there it is, there's our W-9. Or if I want our broker information, you guys all know, we all have the same broker, we all love them, almost sounds like GP on my phone, right? And that's Murray Coleman, so, right, so, we got contact information, all of our brokerage stuff, so this is, handy for you. There's Murray's information. We want to get a hold of him. So this is our app. If you're interested in trying it, you'll just go to chatrea.com. Chat REA for real estate agents. Go to pricing. It has all plans have a 30-day free trial. We have a team version too that supports 3 users. Great app, does a lot of things for you. I haven't even had time to show it all to you, and it's AI assisted, so it's not just AI necessarily, right? So you don't have to be scared of it taking your data and stuff. Right? It's just you know, for us, being able to quickly create a newsletter, post for a particular address and, you know, have all these property details in our hands is really good. I love your 11 by 17 idea. We think about that. That's a big newsletter.
Well, actually, I was asking and using the term newsletter, but it's actually my, presentation in the homes, in my listing.
I think I'm gonna create the AI we're gonna have the AI listing presentation.
And I can share it with, I can show you one.
Okay, I'll give you my card. But yeah, I love the listing presentation. So that's our product. If you're interested in going to it, trying it out for 30 days, don't cost you anything, it's chatrea.com. Chatrea.com. So it works very well. Hopefully in all of this, our chat GPT go away. Look, they kicked me out probably because I was talking to GP. Hopefully you got something out of this class. Use our products, great. We've tailored it specifically for realtors, but even not, chat GPT is awesome. You have Command KWIQ, Realtors Property Resource has AI. You have AI everywhere. Some of the things I heard I really like, AI to create listing presentation. That's one I think I'm gonna work on. Love that one. Think that'd be a home run. Really good. If you want to use AI for lead generation, you already have it in Command. Literally, if I run a Facebook ad in Command, AI will write. It's built in Command. It will write the description, the summary, everything for them. For those of you, just this is off the AI topic, but if you're interested in internet lead generation, it's a numbers game. Internet leads converted 2% out, 2%, 2 out of 100 in the first year. It's a very low model conversion. I don't care where you get the leads from. The only lead you can tell me is better than another is if it's like a live handoff. Like, hey, we have so-and-so on the phone. Zillow, I think, does that. Not Lead Optics. OpCity used to do it. Other than that, they're all just internet leads. So the average cost of an internet lead in the country is $35. I'm generating internet leads through Command Facebook for about $1, $1.50 a piece, which is great for us because we know 2 out of 100 are converting. So I want to spend as little as money as possible. But, you know, if I can spend $1.50 a lead versus $20 a lead, I'll take $1.50. That's it outside of AI. What else can I show you on AI that you'd really be interested in? I love the listing presentation. Pretty soon you guys aren't gonna have to do anything. AI is gonna do it all for you.
Show how you, because the thing that blew me away when we did this again, you showed how to do a flyer or like it was like a picture.
Yeah, so if you wanna,
Something cool.
yeah, you can do, what did we do?
I was just like, whoa, because I know it takes me a while to make a flyer in Canva.
Well, Canva has AI built into it now, which is awesome. And by the way, you notice right here, these are called GPTs. And you can actually go in here and you can find explore GPTs and so what? Remember we talked about presentation? Presentation. I'm glad you brought that up, Mandy. So presentation, here we go. Presentation slides, GPT, PowerPoint, PDFs. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and start chat. What most of these are companies that want you to buy their product, right? But they're putting it, so make a presentation about the future of AI. We'll just use that one. I didn't feel like typing. So it's doing exactly what GPT already, Chat GPT is doing. So that one's not great, but notice I have Canva in here. So Canva has AI built into it. I use Canva a lot. And you can actually have it do the pictures, but let me bring up the Canva one. I need a poster for our online store seasonal. What do you want me to create? Let's
I got open house.
open house. What do you want? A flyer? Open.
Sure.
Please create an open house flyer. Open house flyer. It's gonna want the
Do you
details.
have to stay as a realtor for this too?
Hey, probably should, but as a realtor, but it's gonna want to know all our details. Create a flyer. Oh, let's do it back here. And you can do this.
It's 253 Main Street.
Well, no, I was gonna do your house since I already have it. Maybe not. Maybe did I save it? Yeah, please create an open house flyer we won't even do it as a realtor. Let's just let it do it. Cause this is Canva within Chat GPT. Let's see what it does.
I probably need the date.
Only allow sites you trust, okay, and I'll always allow, I'll take the ones I don't trust too. This is Canva. Let's see what it does.
Is this in the paid version of ChatGPT?
I think you can do export GPTs in the free version too. Well, there you go. It created something,
Wow.
alright? But this is what I was telling you, I'm blowing this image up, so I'll went into Canva. Great, let me just do it here then. So, you know, look at how the text is a little weird. It's a lot better than it was though. But yeah, you could do it. So that's a great question. I believe you can use the GPTs even in the free version. It's a great question. So,
I have it up and I don't see Canva on it.
oh, maybe you don't. Do you have Explore GPTs over here?
Yes.
Okay, click on that. So you're gonna click Explore GPTs and then type Canva in there.
Can I get your card because I have to.
Yes.
Go to board in the other office.
So, here we go. So anyway, I hope you guys did you find it?
It is, yes.
Okay, so
Can you go straight to Canva?
you can do things in Canva. I do. Canva will create videos for you, it'll create pictures for you, it's called Magic Media or something.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
built right in, it's really great. So I hope you guys got a lot out of this and you're gonna at least explore AI if you've been scared of it. You know, it's really, and you're not stopping it. If we have this conversation in 5 years, it'll be like, remember when we, because,
You'll be hologrammed in.
yeah, right. It'll just appear in the room to teach it.
We'll just hear your voice.
So, but it is really great stuff, and just from what I showed you, you can see that you can really do a lot of stuff quickly, and that's what it's about for us as realtors. We want, we're on to the next thing, right? We gotta get going, we got a lot to do, we can't all have transaction managers or admins or coordinators. So I really appreciate it, like I said, you can try out our product at chatrea.com. If you have any questions, you feel free to call me, whatever, email me, happy to help you. But at minimal, at least use ChatGPT because it's really great stuff. So I appreciate you all coming. I hope you got a lot out of the class and thank you very much. And anybody have questions or anything, happy to help. Thank you. Good stuff. Wow.
I have a business card. Nothing goes.
Yes. The wild time we're in, isn't it? Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You need any help about getting into real estate?
Here. Oh, this.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, scan.
Yeah.
It's the best.
First class?
All right, let me get
I
rid
know
of
you
this.
slotted down.
Yeah, okay. No, it's just let me get rid of it. Yeah, just scan it, it's easy for me. There you go.
Kim, did Jenny ring you about Sunday?
She's gonna make me open it. No, it's technology. There you go. That's really good.
Thank you.
If you want my info, anyone, here you go, just scan away. Somebody gets their card.
More technology.
It's so easy, it gives you all my information with everything. I don't have to hand you a
You want me
card.
to send all?
That's why I hardly carry any of them anymore.
Have some fun. I told them to make a picture of my cat and my dog.
Did it?
And it did, it's the craziest thing. It said, show me a picture of your cat in your database, so I did it, and then it created this whole cartoon thing. It's so weird.
It's not perfect by any means. But that voice stuff is a trip.
It is.
I mean, literally, here you go, man, that's, you get all my info right there. It's the way to go. No business cards necessary. Although I have it.
Is that an iPhone?
Yeah. You just scan the QR code.
It's supposed to go like this too.
I don't think so. Mine's on, oh, we tried, I saw it.
Yeah, try it. Let me
I saw it do it,
Let me unlock.
but
mine.
maybe because mine's locked. They get it?
You enjoy it?
I've never tried it like.
Yeah, I don't, I'm learning it.
You gotta hit that
I'm
thing.
learning it.
We'll try a newer one. Just use QR code reader.
No, we did it last week. We did it. all-
Yeah, so I used to use Remind a lot.
Yeah, that's a good product.
Until on the fifth though, they took it down.
Yeah,
and they're charging for it.
yeah, it's not in the MLS anymore.
129.
Josh Wright used to do a good class on Remine.
Yeah, he's the one who taught me.
Yeah, Josh did. Well, he was my assistant team leader when I was team leader at Carroll Williams for Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah, so Josh and I did friends, but, yeah, he did a great class on Remine. I'm sure they're charging, I'm sure they put AI into it by now.
Yeah, I mean, they took it down though, it's 129 a month.
I mean, come on, free to 129 a month? No. You know, they came out with a reasonable price, I might have done it. Like,
Right.
10, 15 bucks a month, maybe.
Let's try again.
Yeah, got it, just create contact.
There we go.
You know, but that was pretty unreasonable.
Yeah, even Cloud CMA, they're charging.
I know, I saw that.
49.
It's weird that they're all doing that now. I don't know, when MLS agreements are ending or what.
I think it is, yeah.
I saw that.
And the whole-
I use RPR for CMAs, to be honest with you. I found it to be better.
The whole conversion with Pine Ellis
I know,
and then the settlement,
yeah.
I think they just got hit hard.
Yeah, I don't know, like I said, I use a RPR CMA feature, works great for me.
Right.
So, I used to use Cloud CMA, but then when they did that, I'm like, no.
Because RPR, mine can pull information.
Yes, and it's not like as good as the mine though for that. The CMA is great on it, the market stats are great on it.
So, I mean, what I'm doing now is our office pays for Red X for us.
Yeah, I like Red X.
So,
What office? You're not here? Oh,
no, I'm here. Yeah, this one.
they have Red X here.
Chelsea pays, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a good product.
It's just prospecting public stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll go on the MLS, I'll find what addresses I need, and then I go to Red X, I can pull the contact information that way.
We actually had it in our app, we had it where you could go, give me all the people in foreclosure or whatever.
Right.
And we took it out because our vendor changed what they were giving us, it wasn't working, but we're getting ready to find a new vendor to add that all back in. So you can go exactly do that kind of stuff, you know, waiting to do a remind, but just asking it.
Yeah.
Now, think the list.
I was pulling like email, you know, pointing on Excel sheets from our mind and being able to reach out to them and do all that.
That's a great thing for that.
Yeah, so.
I don't know, yeah, I don't know why, I think you might be right, yeah, it's interesting, all that did start happening in Pinellas.
I wonder if Pinellas was going down, so now they got married and they're sharing. that.
One of them was happening.
You know what I mean? When you get married. heard that-
Or maybe it just violate because they didn't have those agreements with Pinellas.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, thank you, it was good meeting you.
You too, man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
I'm gonna- You know, all these hardworking.
The numbers you have in your scan thing, just like the main office.
Yeah, probably, but my cell phone's in there too.
Yeah, I think the other number is like the main office number.
Yeah.
I think that, I may need to fix that. I think it was 684 that you got.
9,500?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right, let's go, Williamsburg family. We have they have two main office numbers,
Okay.
one takes you to the people who actually answer the phone, the other takes you to automated attendant. I think I have the one that actually they answer the phone at.
Oh.
I don't know, I'll have to check it. Most people call me on my cell phone though, it's 727 number.
Yeah.
Let me see what number, oh, here, let me look. Yeah, I think there's a few of them. Yeah, so this, that one there, I think that's the one. Steve, I gave you the CGAR number, dude.
Yeah.
You're in.
I know my mom.
Well, I actually want to talk to a person.
Yeah, then you go there.
Oh. In contact with and for whatever.